Hey, welcome back to another tutorial. This time we're going to go over the ButtonValueSet component. This component will set a value to a certain specified value on the button or touchable object when the touchable object is touched. So it's a bit like the other button value blank components that we covered before, so I'll put those in the video description, but this one just sets a singular value rather than doing any deltas or value sets, etc. We're here in Viridian Islands because there's a bunch of lamps. So above me there are lamps, and throughout the maps there are lamps. And I wanted to sort of show off the map a little bit and also play with the lamps a bit because they are very easy to turn off and on using ButtonValueSet. So I'll show you and let's get started. If I hop over to Smooth POV here and we take a look at this display that I have here, you'll see that there's an on and off button. And if I push the off button, the lamps turn off, and if I push the on button, the lamps turn on. It's quite subtle here because there's more light around, but I'll show you how this is set up. This is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to this lamp, I think. Let's fly just in case. There we go. So we're going to do the exact same as we did over there, but with this lamp here, so you can see how I set it up from the get-go. So we're going to need just a dev tooltip for this one. And you go to create new object, new CY button. That creates a button which I'm going to turn around and I'm going to inspect. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and open the inspector on that and go down to the text here, where I'm going to specify that this says on. Then I'm going to go to the top, and at the top on the button component here, where it says newest button, I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and I'm going to go to attach component, CommonUI, button interactions, button value set, and then enter bool in here, so B-O-O-L, not noodle, bool, there we go. With button value set added, you now need to decide, will this button turn an object on or off, because this is button value set bool, so we're going to go ahead and say, hey, this is the on button, so it should set the value to on. Then we're going to aim up at the lamps here, open the inspector on these lamps, go up one, and you'll see the point light here. The point light is what's causing the light to glow, so if I turn it off, see that there's no light anymore. Same with the enabled there, but we're going to use active because it's simpler. So we grab active from here, and we put it into the target value here. That's the on button done. To create the off button, we can just go ahead and duplicate a button. That will create another one. And then let's reselect it so I can move it. Sorry about the inside of my head. There's a physics bug that sometimes causes that to happen. If I just hop to third person and back to Smooth POV, sometimes that will fix it. Anyway, so now we have two on buttons because I've duplicated them and I moved the second one along. I'm going to select the text on that second one and I'm going to change that to off. Then I'm going to go to the top, to the button. I'm going to scroll to the bottom where the button value set is and make sure that that says set value off. And then we'll close the inspector here because we're done. So now when I push the off button, the lights turn off. When I push the on button, the lights turn on. So that's button value set for you. I want to show you that it can also be used for other values. So we're going to do the whole cylinder thing. Cylinders are just very easy models to represent and look at because they've got properties which are very visual. So here we're going to make it so that the a button can set the height of the cylinder. So we have a cylinder here. I'm going to go ahead and create, actually I'm not going to create another button. I'm going to just go ahead and grab this button. With this button stolen from the lamp setup, I'm going to change this to, say, let's say 10. And then we're going to go up to the top where it says button. And we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to delete button value set here, bool. And we're going to go to attach component, CommonUI, button interactions, button value set T again. And then this time we're going to enter float. There we go, that says float, so button value float, attach that. And then we're going to set the target value to be the cylinder, so I'm going to inspect the cylinder, Here's the cylinder mesh. We're going to grab the height and put that into the target value. And then I'm going to set the set value to be 10. And then I'm going to close this because the button's set up, and I'm going to put this next to it so you can see the value as well as visually on the actual model. We'll deselect everything. And now when I push the 10 button, the cylinder is now set to 10 on the height. Unlike the delta or the cycle one, this won't do anything else now. It's always going to set the cylinder to 10, but you could use some other UI to kind of add more buttons or change the value dynamically, even pop out some logics to change that value. But there you go, that's ButtonValueSet for you. Very simple component, super useful. You can control all sorts of things with this with just really quick stuff. I knew nothing about Viridian Islands. It's quite a new map, quite a good map by Veer, but I was able to turn on and off the lights using buttons. Try it out, and I will see you next time. Thank you.